And the reason why I say, like, make sure you have all your namespaces is because if you have, I believe, well, let's see this. I think it's using I can't type now. Using system. You have this namespace. You'll start getting conflicts with, yeah, see this random not range, it went all red. In order to fix this, you have to go and put unity engine dot random dot range in order to fix it. If you're using system, which we're not, but I wanted to give you guys that tip so that in case you're typing and you have a problem like that, you can fix it. Because there is stuff in the system namespace by itself that you will use, but it's just not in this case. I can't think of any right now, but if I could, I would tell you. I think it has something to do with memory management. I know it's something, but it could come up. So, we discussed this, and then we have array. We need to create an array. It's a new array from camera dot main camera dot main transform dot position in the direction. So we're feeding the direction whatever this comes up with. Now you can't put this before. You have to put this after. Because if you put this right here and, like, let's say cut and then put it up here, well, guess what? It sort of kind of works, but the problem is, see, this reason why it's red is because it doesn't exist until it hits this line right here. This line right here. So that's why, because think of it like a sentence. Okay, this only exists in the end of the sentence, but you got to declare it in the beginning. That's that's kind of how I think of it. But you have to have it. Come on, undo, undo, undo. Okay, come on, hit it. What? Okay, and that's one reason why, because this is a temporary variable. This direction only exists in this function right here. If you try to type in direction up here or in any other function, it's not going to work. Just like this one. It only exists in this one. And then we do a couple more temp variables. Now we do a hit transform because this is what I plan on hitting. And I need some type of reference for that. And then we do a vector 3 hit point. Okay? Now, this is a little bit weird, but we go into the hit transform, which is right here. We're declaring it equal to something. Now you'll see this looks like a function that we're declaring. We're outputting the ray and the hit point. We're just outing it into another function, which is this find hit object. Okay. Now this is an array of objects that the ray hit. So the physics will just shoot out a line, alright, and it'll give us an array of objects. Now, it doesn't care about anything until it hits this line, because it's going to do the array variable. Now, it's going to do the range, because this is what we wanted for range, okay? Now you'll see this lay thing. This is the layer mask. Okay, that's all it is. It's just a variable that we got in our weapon object. Okay, see, lay. And it's just a layer mask. So you can mask out stupid stuff like, hey, I don't need to hit a door or a window or some glass or anything like that. We just need to hit one specific thing. You can layer out a lot of things that you don't need to hit, like your own player. It would be stupid to shoot yourself in the foot or something stupid like that. And this is a good way to do this. And then we just do a for each loop, just a loop, and we declare all these. If hit transform does not equal this transform, so it's this transform that this script is on, it will not hit this. And closest hit equals null, or hit.distance is less than distance, which is 0. Then if it's not this stuff, okay, then it just returns all this. Closest equals this. It's pretty self-explanatory. Hit.distance equals distance. Hit point equals hit.point for the ray, because this is returned from the array, no, the raycast hit, and it's the point that it hit, the very exact point that the ray hit, which is really good if you wanted to do a particle right there, like a bullet hole, blow something up. I mean, explosion. I mean, it's pretty easy to do. You just use like this. You instantiate like your. I've got it for a muzzle, but you can do your explosion or whatever. I mean, it's just got to be a game object that does something. And then I just return closest hit, which is the hit transform. Okay? Which is what we want. Alright. Which, after it does this, it will return it back to here. So we just do a check. Hit transform does not equal null. It doesn't, but it's good to have a check. If hit transform equals the actual tag movable, which you can just, do this and go up to your thing and you just add tag, bam, movable, and paste it in. That's it. Pretty easy. Now I just have it do this get component rigid body dot add force. This is just for hitting a box. It's pretty easy. But I wouldn't do this. I would actually make my own script and just do something like this. This hit send message and then call the function from there and just feed it to parameters, so you don't have to do this. All you have to do is just send a message, send information. And we don't require a receiver for this message, which is not really necessary if you got movable and you're running around with tags. Like, I have this NPC one right here. This one would be so easy to write a script to kill an NPC right here. This is pretty much how you do this. Way easy. So that's pretty much it for the changes that I've done so far. I mean, you can pause the video and pretty much write this whole script if you wanted. But see, there's no animations really being played. I've got them all crossed out. But hope this helps you. Hit like, subscribe, share, be cool, and see you guys.